bass players. Today we are moving on to page 10 in Essential Elements Book 2. And we're starting out by working on dotted quarter and eighth notes. So the top of the page has a yellow box that tells you two different ways of writing the same rhythm. Whether you have a quarter note tied to an eighth note or a dotted quarter note, both of those would be 1.5 beats, basically. So usually you're going to see that rhythm notated as a dotted quarter note, not as a tied note. But it really could be either way. So if you look at rhythm rap, the first measure shows you a slow bow and fast bow with a quarter note tied to an eighth note and then another eighth note. And then the third measure is a dotted quarter note followed by an eighth note. Both of those are going to be really done the same. If you have a tie, you add those together and that becomes one note. So let's go ahead and let's do the rhythm rap. Let's play it on our open D string. Also to count while you're doing that, whether you're counting in your head or out loud. Ultimately, you're going to need to do it in your head because we generally don't want people counting out loud in a concert or a performance. But you do need to always have that counting mechanism clicking in your head, subdividing. It's when you're counting eighth notes the entire time, regardless of what rhythm you are playing. We call that subdivision, and it's important as musicians that we do that all the time. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time keeping good time. Let's go ahead and play number 38. This one's called the dot counts, and it's the same rhythm that we just played, but with some notes added. Excellent. Let's go ahead now and we're going to do number 39, which is watch the dot. And this one starts up on our high D. Job. Next one is called D major sequence. This one will go all the way down the D major scale from the top, using a few dotted rhythms in there. All right, good. And we'll do the next one, dots on the move. Make sure when you're playing these that you're really subdividing the counting. So for example, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's what should be going at least in your head while you play. You're welcome to do it out loud as well. Next we have a new concept, the fermata. When you see a half circle shape with a dot in the middle like you see in the yellow box there, that just tells you to hold the note under it longer than its actual note value. Often you'll see this at the end of a piece. Sometimes you'll see it in the middle of a piece. But often it is at the end of the piece where the last note you just hold out longer. So when you get to the half note at the end, just know that we're going to hold it for longer than 2 beats. We'll hold it for 3 or 4 beats. This is a duet, so I'm going to go ahead and start by playing the B part. And I encourage you to maybe play it with me. And then I'll play the A part. And this one will probably sound best with the bass on the B part. So you're welcome to play the B part along with me as I play the A part. Or if you'd like to play the A part while I play the B part, that's fine too. Let's go ahead and play it first time. And I'm going to do the B part first. notice how long that last note was because of the fermata. This is actually a really great one because the B part offers a nice subdivision to help the A part. The B part is playing all of the eighth notes, whereas the A part has a dotted rhythm and some quarter note rhythms with the eighth notes. Let's play it again. This time I will play the A part. Ran out of bow there. And that does it for page 10. So I hope you enjoy working on these exercises. These exercises are all just kind of preparatory exercises to the melodies that are on page 11. We've got a couple of really lovely melodies coming up on the next page. So as soon as you've mastered the concepts on page 10, go ahead and move on to page 11, and I think you'll enjoy those tunes. Good luck and happy practicing.